of all, we have to understand why is there this craze about meditation. Traditionally, you will find in this country, we have done activities together in satsang community. It can be some karma we will do, or it could be Nama Sankirtan or Bhagavat Katha, this, that we will do, which is oriented to Bhakti. Or there can be some classes like this where there will be question answers or taking of some. All these are traditional methods. But never in tradition we have had group meditation or anything like that. I think it is a recent 40-50 years phenomenon, particularly after some of the Swamis exploded the West with bombardment of meditation, etc., and then it has come even repackaged from there, and now we have a lot of meditation classes. Why is it that there is a craze for it? No doubt we have to agree that by going and doing meditation, you do get a relief. There is no question about it. And particularly for those people who have not tasted it before, it is a unique experience. Where the mind is agitated all the time, suddenly it is brought into a single pointed concentration or a thought by whatever means. It does help that person, and there are also medical proofs and records to show how his testosterone levels and other things have come down as a corroboratory evidence. But if a person is going to not work on the other aspects of his personality and continuously only try to do this, that is where things go wrong. See, let us assume that a person does normal meditation and there is an effect to it, which is a positive effect. Every day in the morning, you do meditation, but what is going to sustain that meditation on a continual basis is not just that 5 or 10 minutes of meditation that you do. What are the other things that we do in the rest of the 23 hours? Rest of the day what we do, that also matters. A person goes to the doctor, there is a wound, the doctor cleans the wound and puts a bandage and he says by tomorrow day after it should be okay. Next day he comes, he opens up, the wound is even more worse. Again the doctor dresses up, the next day he comes, it is even more worse. So the doctor is confused. So he is asking, what do you do? No, throughout the day I keep on scratching it. He says, no, he says that is not to be done. Once the wound is dressed, you have to leave it for it to heal. Only then it will heal. Now, if you keep on dressing it very religiously in the morning, but scratch it throughout the day, you are worsening the situation. Exactly like that, meditation is like soothing the mind and dressing it up. But throughout the day, if you are going to scratch it by doing selfish, self-centered activities, it is going to get worse. Therefore, if a person is able to align his life towards selfless activities, spiritual activities, again when I say selfless spiritual, it is not a different type of activity. It is to convert our own attitudes in whatever we do into spirituality. If you are able to do it, you will find that that small period of meditation that you do in the morning will be very effective, based on which it will supplement the daily activities, and these activities will help you to enhance the meditation even further. It becomes a virtuous cycle of growth. So this has to be very carefully understood. But most of the time, if a person is doing selfish, self-centered activities and the mind is agitated, just for the sake of relief, just for the sake of this thing only you try to do, it becomes within a matter of time a mechanical practice, and there will be no inspiration to do meditation at all. Kabira attacks meditation like nobody else. He says, Mala to karme phire, jeeb pire mukmahi, manuva to chahu disho phire, ye to sumiran nahi. You rotate the beads in the hand. In the mouth is chanting the mantra, but the mind is going elsewhere. This is not. That is why some people say, now the grandfather is going to come out of the meditation hall. Be careful. Be careful means he'll shout now. After meditation, which is supposed to soothe your mind, why will you come out of the prayer room and start losing your temper? That means so much anger and frustration is there. So this is not meditation. And then he says, Mala pherat yugubaya. मिटाना मन का फेर, कर का मन का छोड़ दे, मन का फेर. Do not do the rotation of the beads in your hand, rather rotate your mind, he says. Rotate your mind means bring the mind under control. That is called, that is meditation. Now, a person who has, let us say a businessman is there, constantly he is in the work, he is in the stress, normal stress life, in between he is finding some entertainment like that, and one day he is left his office with his family, he has gone to a picnic in the nearby woods. Maybe you go from here to Shantiniketan or something like that, and children are playing, wife is preparing some breakfast or something, and you are in the nice greenery there. On the grass, this person keeps the head on the root of a tree and he falls asleep. And what a stay, I mean, he has forgotten himself and he is asleep. He enjoyed it very much. Now, just because he enjoyed that day like that, is it practically possible for him to daily leave his job and go to Shantiniketan and sleep on the ground? It is just not possible. Now, exactly like that, on a day in and day out basis, he has to train his mind to be calm in the work only. Then he can, become peaceful. So, a person who has, you are having a daily routine life here, and to take a break from it, you go a particular ashram or somewhere and you find a soothing effect of meditation. Yes, that is like this businessman going out suddenly, where he could not find sleep in his AC room, he suddenly found a sleep on the floor, on the ground. Like that you will be able to get, but do not take it as a cause and try to practice it. So what happens to most people who go to, there are various, I am not here to comment on them to say whether it's right or wrong, but how you can use it. Many people go to Vipassana meditation, Sahaja Yoga, this or that. You can take it as a means to assess your own personality. You can use these practices to assess your own personality as to how much of introversion you have gained. There are people who say that they went there, they asked them to be silent for 10 days. After 2 days they can't control, they just came out. So much of urge to talk, so much of urge to express themselves is there that it was very difficult. Or rather, after 10 days they came out and talked so much that they are waiting for that expression to come out. So what is it that in the 10 days you can use about it is to test where we stand. Also get a glimpse of what a quietude life means, what meditation can bring to you, what such a high level. In fact, in most people also have said, I have heard personally that in the meditation classes, in group meditation somewhere, you will find them seated all like Adi Shankaracharya, God, Gautama Buddha, like that they are sitting in there. Actually, they have fallen asleep. Suppose you want to pass on the message to somebody and somebody says, go and tap, what is it? No, all this is because they have fallen asleep. But there is a psychology behind it. You know why they fall asleep? Anybody? Yeah, they are not able to sleep at home. See, the thing is, all of us know that meditation is the final key to peace. As we said, there is a hard work that is required before you plunge into meditation. But no, everybody wants only instant peace. Instant result is what we require in everything. Even to now, what is this? To have a preparation of idli or chapati or something at home, it used to be a 2 days affair or 1 day affair where you soak, you grind, you do various things and then it comes out nice. But now we don't have time for all those things. We need to buy the dough and do something. It's instant idli or instant dosa or instant chapati, something like that. Now we want instant result in everything. Where do you get instant result without effort? It is in sleep only. Without effort, where do you get peace? So therefore, deep inside they are wishing to sleep and they are sleeping actually. This is the psychology behind it. Now, I am not talking about their sincerity or intention or anything. All of us are wanting to be spiritual. All of us are wanting to put in genuine effort. But if we don't put in the effort in the proper direction, it may sometimes result in contrary things. What now? We will conclude in a short while, but believe me, tomorrow we are going to deal with the techniques of meditation, procedure to sit, what is the way to control the mind, shortcut techniques, everything we are going to say, because the topic is that. But what is necessary and important to remember is how to train our mind to come into that seat of meditation. Let us take only one aspect here. Unless otherwise a person is able to bring in the mind into a concentrating mode, meditation becomes difficult. This is what we said. Now, what is the way to first of all improve concentration in a practical way? Let us see. Let us say even a person complains of his own son or daughter not concentrating on studies. You observe the son or daughter when they are watching a cricket match or a Wimbledon, wherever they are interested. You call them, they don't even hear. So much concentration, you can say. Within quotes, I am using the word concentration. Even if somebody were to come into the home, they don't know because they are deeply involved. Whether a child is seeing a cartoon or you are doing something which is very, very interesting, don't you yourself forget at that point of time and get into it completely. This is what we have all experienced. Therefore, why is it that we are able to keep our mind focused on that particular thing? What is the reason for it? We like it. That is the main thing. The moment you like something, automatically concentration in that area follows. Most people are not able to do mathematics because teachers teach in such a way that the child doesn't like mathematics. So, Swami Ramtita says, first a boy or a girl should be taught to love, taught to like, even mathematics or any subject for that matter. Most people, you may say, you have found some interest or benefit out of Gita. You recommend to a friend and he reads a book or attends a lecture, he is not interested, he is not liking it. Unless otherwise the Bhagavad Gita is presented in a way that he likes, why will anybody want to continue with it? So therefore, liking something is important. We are taking an example of a sense activity where the senses get attracted by themselves. You like Wimbledon, there it is. Or you like a particular star or a movie, there you concentrate. Nobody can disturb your concentration. Even if a bomb blast is there next, you will not get disturbed. But when you are asked to do something, you ask your son to do a small accounts or something, there he makes 1,000 mistakes. Or you ask him to write a letter, that is the level of concentration. So the first and foremost thing is to make the mind start liking something. This is called as Prema Bhakti. Now either you can bring the mind by control through all the process that is given in the Ashtanga Yoga, Yama, Niyama. This is a beating of the mind and constantly and bringing it under control. This is possible. But this is possible only for a very rare and few people. In Ramayana there was a great rishi called Sarabanga who was a yogi, and Lord Rama and Lakshmana were there to witness his Mahasamadhi. Such is the greatness of that rishi who followed that path. In Mahabharata, the famous character of Bhishma followed that path. Absolute control, absolute brahmacharya, absolute yama, absolute niyama, like that he followed. And in the end, when he was about to leave his breath, the entire rishis along with Lord Krishna and the Pandavas, they were there to witness it. There was one Bhishma in Mahabharata, there was one Sarabanga in Ramayana. You don't find them by bunches, you don't find them by numbers. So that is one way of doing it. This is yoga. This is the way of yoga, hard way of doing it. If you are able to bring that fixation by love, that is what all of us can relate to. This is what the gopis did in the Mahabharata. Whatever was the thing or the object of the world which will distract their minds away, the same thing were actually reminding them of Krishna. So what is that stage of Dhaarana? Wherever you try to pull the mind away also, it will not go, it will come back to that same point. That is the stage where the constant focus is there. Household activities, rearing of cows. The moment they see the cows, they are reminded of Krishna. The moment they are doing curd or something, they are reminded of Krishna. Peacock, they are reminded of Krishna. So each and everything which will actually take our mind away from concentration, they are able to remember Krishna based on that. Why that is possible? That is possible because of their intense love for Krishna. That's all it is. In fact, Bhishma, when he is going to leave the last breath in Mahabharata, says, now I am the last thought, I am thinking of these gopis. Now, if you are able to bring in the single pointed focus or concentration, it is called as Tateka Dhyanam, by yoga, well and good. But great namaskar to you, because it's a very tough path. But if you are able to bring it by love, it is more practical approach. So therefore the karma, bhakti, jnana, everything that we do, if we are being able to bring in the emotion behind it, if you are able to bring a devotion to it, if you become devoted to your office activity, if you become if a cricketer become really devoted to his playing cricket, concentration will be automatically there. So the moment you have value for it, the moment you have love for it, concentration will automatically come. If you are able to concentrate on the general area and go towards the goal in that particular path, it becomes easy for you to meditate later on. This is the principle behind Swadharma also. In area for Swadharma, you are able to work long hours and you are able to, a businessman is able to concentrate in business. Sachin Tendulkar was able to concentrate in cricket. Why? That was his Swadharma. Swadharma is the area of your general like. So very importantly, we have to bring in this concept of love saturated within our personality. So similarly, if there are ways and means by which you are able to bring in the saturation of love for God, meditation becomes easy. We will continue with the practical procedural techniques of meditation. What is the significance of mantra Om and the drama of realization, which is one of the best interpretations of Swamiji of chapter 2 verse 53. Hopefully, God willing, we will be able to cover tomorrow. And just one thing is, the latest book of Swamiji, Theses on God, is available for those who want to procure, can take it from outside. We'll see tomorrow.
Poornam Adah Poornamidam Poornat Poornamudachyate Poornasya Poornamadaya Poornamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.